Hey, it's Nikki B on the scene, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another beat with me. And if you are not, welcome back. So today we are talking about Kylie Jenner and her crying about basically the world is calling her ugly or have been for a very long time. And she was on an episode, she was crying to what's her name? Kendall, and basically saying like, I got the surgery, like I got lip fillers, and then over time I ended up removing some of the lip fillers because basically when she didn't have lips, people was calling her names. When she did get her face done and got all this surgery, people still was calling her names, and she just couldn't not really figure out why people were calling her that. It was just more so like, it's like damned if she do, damned if she don't. It's like it seemed like it didn't matter what she did, people always had something to say, and she just could not understand why do people think that's okay to basically come, talk about her looks, especially like her. And I was kind of a little taken aback by when she said that. Like, to me it just seemed like as if she thought she was exempt from criticism. Like, girl, you are not exempt from criticism, especially who you are and the family that you come from. You are far from exempt from criticism. People are always going to talk about you, and unfortunately your family thrives off of people talking about you guys, whether it's positive or negative. So it is what it is. Now, would I say I feel bad for her? To an extent, to be honest. Like, I can only imagine what it's like to be in the limelight for like since I was 12, and constantly just being on TV, just being in the face of paparazzis and stuff like that. Like, I can only imagine that, and having your looks being talked about from when you was a kid, that you didn't even like make it all the way through puberty, because at the age of 16 I think she got like fillers or whatever, or some sort of like injections, and basically she started touching her face and other things on her body. So it's just like, I can only imagine what that does to somebody's psyche from a young age up until adulthood. And fun fact, she's a year older than me. So again, it's just, I can only imagine that kind of mental process. And again, having a mother like Kris Jenner, who's all about how can we make the most money, how can we make the most money, she saw opportunity in all of her children, and it's like, well, beauty is a commodity. We need money. We need to make sure we keep these houses and buy more houses and this and that, blah, blah, blah. She turned them into workers. Sex is a commodity. She made sure it worked, and it did. And all of them are pretty much successful in what they do. But with Kylie, she was dealing with that. I feel like, all the sisters definitely dealt with it. They all got plastic surgery. But I feel like Kylie, because she was kind of just like, again, in the limelight of a lot of things, especially with who she was dating when she was a minor, it was just a lot going on. We seen the old pictures of Kylie. She ain't had no lips. That ain't no secret. She had no lips. And, she got her lips done. So she was just very insecure about how she looked. But my whole thing about it is that now at this point in her life, she's crying that she can't keep up with the beauty standards, and that is too much to keep up with. And it's like, girl, you may not have created it, but you definitely popularized it. And now you can't even keep up. And the thing when it comes to beauty and beauty trends, it is always changing. It is always changing. One day it's the big booty, the next day it's the small booty. One day it's the mosquito bite bitties, the next day it's the melon bitties. Like, it changes so much to a point. It's like, is it really worth it trying to strive for perfection in beauty? Absolutely not. And even with the people who do have all these enhancements on their faces, their bodies, they still use Facetune. They still use some sort of editing app to make their pictures look completely posh. Like, they're still not happy with how they look in just natural lighting. Everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfection, irregardless of how much work they had gotten done on their body. Like, people are just still going to be unhappy. And then on top of that, she had a kid. So that changes your body. So I can only imagine what that happened to her body, and then having to pretty much redo the work. But at the same time, her body and her perfection, perfect looks is what gives her money. She makes money off of her looks. So you have to keep up with that, even if you don't want to. But my only thing is that it's hard for me to kind of feel bad for her too, is because she lied about a lot of her plastic surgeries. And the lip filler thing, I feel like it's only recently that she's kind of been a little more open about it. Coming at this point, we all know you had lip fillers. Like, come on now. But it's just like, for example, You know, her Kylie Cosmetics, you know, when she had her first little lip kit, it blew up, everyone bought it, she made billions of dollars off of that. I think it was billions of dollars or something like that, whatever. She made a lot of money off of that. With the whole Kylie Cosmetics and the lip kit, she lied about her lips. She was like, oh no, you can achieve my lips by doing X, Y, and Z, and you can look like me. And it's like, girl, who are you fooling? We all know that was fillers, but she was lying to people saying that she didn't get fillers. This came directly from the Kylie Cosmetics, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, girl, you're lying. And it wasn't just her. All of her sisters have lied about, has lied about getting any sort of enhancements done on their faces and their bodies. Again, going back to Kylie, she lied a lot about her lips and anything else that she has gotten done. And I'm like, girl, you was lying about that. If you would have came out to be a little more transparent, like, hey, I did get work done. Your lips may not look like mine because I did have work done. However, if you just want the ombre look or whatever look she was trying to do with the Kylie Cosmetics line, then maybe people would have been a little more receptive to her now. But because she lied about a lot of these things, it's like, girl, you was lying. And I don't know, it kind of gave, like when Kim was crying over her diamond earring, like in the water, whatever, it kind of gave that. It's like, there are people who are literally struggling right now that you crying about the internet, you know, some people on the internet, I won't say some people, it's probably thousands, but regardless, you don't know them, but you crying about something that literally you could fix in a day, to be honest. And unfortunately, once you get it and you do it so often, you might as well just keep doing it, because if you remove all that, like we've seen recent pictures of her, which she kind of was removing a lot of the stuff, like the fillers on her face and stuff like that, it's droopy now. Her skin is not tight anymore. Like, she's gonna need a lot of retinol or something like to tighten up her skin. She's gonna have to start eating more fruits and vegetables, because right now her skin is droopy. It looks very crepey, I guess that is it crepe? Like, it just looks very wrinkly. She looks older than what she is. And keep in mind, y'all, like I said, she's only a year older than me. And I look like this and she looks like that. This is why I will always tell my peoples, do not touch your face. Whatever you do not do it, because I promise you, you're going to pay for it in the long run, and it's not going to be pretty. You're going to be spending thousands of dollars just trying to make sure your skin does not fall off your face. And it's like, the problem is, it's like we see on social media, like this whole idea of just being this perfect beauty, this gorgeous, kind of unobtainable person, essentially. But it's like, it's not real. And then it's so bad because now we have younger and younger people going into these surgeons' offices saying, hey, like, see this filter here? I want to look like that. They're showing doctors filters. That's crazy. But overall, I think she's gonna be okay. I think she just need to take her time off of social media like anybody else. Take a breather. And I mean, listen, Angela White, she been taking out her fillers and stuff like that. And honestly, I think she has looked great. If anything, she is looking her greatest now than she has ever been. But now with the fillers is gone, or at least most of it is gone, and she's been eating right, exercising, doing the thing, and you know, her faith is with Jesus now. She's been looking great. She's been glowing. The way I see it, I think she kind of feels better about herself. And, you know, I think Kylie could get there if she really cares about just being in a better mental state with herself and really focusing on getting more back to a more natural part of herself. It could possibly get better for her, but she has to understand that trying to upkeep with the beauty trends is unrealistic. But that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be back again with another one.